All right, good evening, South Texas. I hope your day has been going well. It has been absolutely beautiful out there after that passage of the cold front that we had. And man, it is way cooler out there now with those temperatures really dropping all the way down to the 30s and 40s tonight. See a few people joining in saying hello this evening. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well tonight. Take a look at what the temperatures were like for today. We hit 77 for a high, so slightly above average. And you may be saying, wait, we just had a cold front. Why was it so warm? Well, we had drier air in place. And whenever you have drier air, it allows for more fluctuation. The temperatures, though, tonight, really going to drop, though, because we do have the drier air, because like we just said, more fluctuation. And that's going to allow us to actually stay cooler here these next couple of days. You're going to see that in the 7-day forecast. So looking a little bit cooler here as we head throughout the next few days. The good thing is it's also going to be drier, so not going to see a spike in molds as far as allergens are concerned. But that's it. Just light levels of mold on the board today. Not too much of an issue by any means. Let's look out towards Calaveras Lake, where night has fallen now for hours. Not too much action out there. And then looking out from northwest San Antonio towards downtown, a beautiful look towards the skyline as always. And then pretty quiet at the airport, though. But what's been interesting at the airport today, the aircraft have been landing from the side of the camera towards the other side of the runway. Typically, they take off coming towards the camera. So it's been pretty cool to watch today as the aircraft land on the runway going that way. I'm not sure why they did that at the airport for today. Maybe it's been going on for a few days and I just didn't notice. But it's been pretty cool to watch from our tower cam there. Looking out at the radar, not seeing anything in the way of issues, not seeing any rain, not seeing any cloud cover, very quiet all across the region. That cold front, excuse me, that cold front now well off to the east, all the way impacting Atlanta, moving all the way through the Charlotte area, and really all the way over to the Carolinas. So that cold front was booking it. Because remember, we just had it pass through earlier this morning, and that cooler air really sinking in. Look, we already got 48 in Bernie, 48 in Fredericksburg, and 51 in Kerrville, 59 here in San Antonio, and we have temperatures in the 60s and 70s south of Highway 90. Virginia saying good evening to you as well, Virginia. I hope you're having a wonderful night, and I hope everybody bundles up tonight because, again, it is going to be fairly chilly. Dew points now in the 40s and 30s, and you may be saying, well, what does that even mean? It just means that it's comfortable outside, not feeling humid by any means. So we move throughout tonight and into tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be falling down into the 40s and 50s across the region. Going to have a mostly clear sky, and that will be the story again for tomorrow. A lot of sunshine helping us warm up nicely. You see 70s and 80s all across the board. Moving into Friday evening, and I'm showing you right here at 8:30 because football Friday night will still be going on, having temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Make sure that you have a light jacket if you'll be heading out to any of those football games, maybe even a few blankets in the stands to help keep you more on the warm side with the cooler weather. Going to be a good night to get some hot chocolate from some of those concession stands at the football games. We move into Saturday morning, and this is going to be our coolest morning all week. We're starting off our morning with temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but I think there's going to be actually a few spots in the hill country, even more than what this weather model is showing, where we could have some upper 30s thanks to that drier air being in place and then calmer winds. A good saying in the meteorology community is always calm winds, clear skies, cool nights. It allows for a lot of radiational cooling, so we end up having really cool starts to the day. Tracy says, loving Tracy. I'm a big fan of it too. I like warm weather typically better, but it's good to get a little bit of cooler weather in here every once in a while, right? By Saturday at 9 p.m., you see temperatures there rising into the 50s, or dropping into the 50s and 60s after they rise into the 70s Saturday afternoon. Here's a look at the burn bans across the area. I wanted to show you this because it is going to be perfect weather to have some bonfires as you head throughout this weekend. But not for the counties listed here. Kinney, Maverick, Dimmitt, Frio, and Karnes County are all under burn bans. So be sure that you're following the rules if you're in any of those counties. Don't be lighting any outdoor fires. However, if you're in spots that aren't under burn bans, it's looking like we aren't going to have much fire danger. This is from Texas A&M Forest Service. showing us that we only have low to moderate fire danger across the region thanks to all that heavy rainfall that we had in October. Perfect weather to maybe have a fire out there in the bonfire pit in the backyard. Mark says, drinking hot chocolate right now. Mark, you're reading my mind. That sounds like a perfect night, or this sounds like a perfect night to have some hot chocolate. Virginia says, getting ready for the front. We talked to Tracy earlier. She said she's loving this weather. So we talked about the drier air. Let's see how long it's going to be sticking around. It's pretty much all the way through Monday. Now, we are going to have some southerly winds pick up Sunday into Monday, but it's not till Tuesday that we start to get more on the muggy side. That's when dew points. Remember, we talked about dew points earlier. That's how humid it feels outside. That's when dew points climb back up to around 60, so it will start to feel a little more humid again as we head into Tuesday. But rain chances will still stay out of the forecast at least through Tuesday. So that means no extra rain for the aquifer, but the aquifer is doing good. 666.5 feet. It has fallen 0.4 of a foot in the last 24 hours, but you see the 10-day average, no issues there. As far as rainfall is concerned, not a lot. 1/4 inch or less for everybody. You see nearly all of us make it through the next week without a drop of rain. It's not until you get over into eastern Victoria County, eastern Lavaca County, rather, east of Hallettsville even, where you start to get just traces of rain. That's it. Almost all of us make it through the next 7 days without a drop of rain. So a dry week ahead of us. And that means that the drought will likely worsen. We're likely going to see next Thursday when the drought monitor comes out, the severe drought extending further into the region as well as the moderate drought. We're not hurting for rain for the year, though. We've already hit our annual average. Our full calendar year of rain has already fallen, and we haven't even made it to the end of November yet, which is great because 2019 and 2020 were so dry. Only 0.43, though, so far for the month of November, after we came off the wettest month, which was October, since I think it was September of 2018. And September of 2018, I believe, brought more than 16 inches of rain. It was a really wet month. But this is the wettest month since then, so or October was. So November isn't, again, as much of an issue. We talked about the aquifer earlier, and it's pretty strong. Susan says hello from Victoria. Hello to you, Susan. I hope you're doing well today. So let's look at the upper level pattern. Why are we going to be so dry? Well, we're going to see this big trough of low pressure sweep us to the eastern portion of the United States. I'm going to kind of draw it here for y'all. This is a trough of low pressure that's going to move to the eastern part of the United States, and this ridge over the western part of the United States, which is typically associated with drier weather, is going to start to slip a little bit closer to us, at least have more of an influence on our weather pattern, I would say. Then we're going to see a trough sweep across the United States, but it's not going to come south enough to give us enough energy to see any rainfall. However, it will keep our temperatures from getting too out of hand as far as warm conditions are concerned. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. I told you those rain chances were going to be low. 20% chance for rain there on Thursday. That's it throughout the next 7 days. But notice the southerly winds here as we head from Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. That's going to bring more moisture in off the Gulf of Mexico, leading to more cloud cover, and then you see there eventually those rain chances. So I see Adriana ask any thoughts regarding the Arctic outbreak that's being reported by weather.gov. Think it'll reach us? And the answer is no. We're not expecting an Arctic outbreak anywhere here in South Texas anytime soon. Thank goodness. We're all pretty sick of the cold weather after February, right? But as far as this next week is concerned, not expecting any issues. And let's look beyond this week. Let's look from day 8 through day 14. So we're looking beyond the 7-day forecast. Next 7 days. This is day 8 through day 14, moving into the end of November. We have above average rainfall possible, which is good since we have been a little drier recently, and above average temperatures. So no Arctic outbreak really expected here, even all the way through the end of November, where we're going to be having temperatures likely, if they're above average, in the upper 70s for highs. So switching gears and looking down towards the Texas Gulf Coast, looking like we're going to be having lows in the 60s to 50s and highs in the 60s to 70s. So not the best beach weather. If you don't mind having to wear a hoodie on the beach, this is perfect weather. And great, it'll still be good weather for fishing, at least for Sunday. Saturday, going to be pretty choppy out there. Probably not the best fishing weather. But Sunday should be a lot better fishing with those quieter waters thanks to the calmer winds. And then finally, look at your Texas State Park forecast. If you plan on doing any hiking tomorrow out in the hill country or anywhere at some of our state parks, beautiful weather, 50s and 60s for lows, 70s and 60s for highs, a lot of sunshine. You know me, I'm a big supporter of state parks, state natural areas, and national parks. Lover of all of them, and I strongly suggest getting out there, checking them out. I'm willing to bet Lost Maple State Natural Area is looking stunning right now. If you don't know about Lost Maple State Natural Area, look it up. It is the place to check out fall colors for South Texas, and it's west of San Antonio, off into the hill country. Again, Lost Maple State Natural Area. Another great state park to check out near that, Garner State Park. They're pretty much right next to each other, just a few miles off, I guess you could say. So that's it for tonight, guys. We're going to have the latest update to the forecast again coming up at 10 o'clock, and we're also going to have an update, of course, to the news. Of course, that newscast now less than 30 minutes away. Be sure to tune in, and we'll have the latest update to everything right then. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at Ken's 5.